Episode 3, part 2. I might not go live tonight. I might go live tomorrow because the review is taking me a long time. TikTok is being real strict tonight. Okay, so we left back off with Tinkerbella and Diamond the Body fighting outside on the grass. So Tinkerbella goes inside. She like, I'm tired of fighting you. Like, I guess they'll fight again tomorrow maybe, or they're done. Diamond the Body was like, oh, you done? You're tired? You're scared? It's like, come on now. She's definitely not scared of you. But she's tired. And y'all fight was cute. It was like almost a tie, but I think Tinkerbella got the best of you. But it was close. You did all right, Diamond. So we get back in the house to Meatball and Gretchen fighting again. Meatball is getting the best of her, but Gretch did get a couple hits in. But Meat was clocking her, and that is when Gretch decides to say, get your dirty bitch ass out of here, nigga. And this is Gretch. Now, I had to break this down to somebody else before about Mariah Lynn. Just because somebody's Puerto Rican does not mean that they have black in them. So somebody commented under a different video saying, ain't she Puerto Rican, talking about Mariah Lynn. I said race is based off color and phenotype. Ethnicity is based off the country you're from. Nationality is based off where you're born. So in the case of Mariah Lynn, which is the same case as Gretch, her ethnicity is Puerto Rican. That's where her family is from. Her nationality is American because she was born in the USA. Her race is going to be based off of her color and her hair texture. Do Mariah Lynn and Gretch look black to y'all? Like, stop fucking playing with me. They're white Puerto Ricans and they can't say nigga. Now, everybody know Jayla don't play nobody saying nigga. If you don't, go back and watch BGC 14. So you already know she's about to drag this out and take it there. But I'm the same way. So I'm actually on Jayla's side with this whole situation. Also, Aubrey was funny, but Aubrey is a real ally. Aubrey was in shock. She was in complete disbelief. She said, we have a full-blown racist. You are white like me. You cannot say... And she just kept saying it while they trying to explain it to her. And Scotty was trying so hard to help the girl because, you know, Scotty's light-skinned too. So I'm sure people probably said that to Scotty, but Scotty's Dominican. So that's different. She do got black in her. I don't know if she should be saying it, but it's definitely not the same thing as Gretch saying it. And then she kept saying, oh, I only used it because I felt like I was being attacked. Or I only said that because I'm angry. And then when she was calm, she started saying N-word. And that reminds me of Erica Mena when she called Spice a monkey. When it was over, she tried to say, oh, I would have never said that if I wasn't mad. Okay, like, but you meant it though. Like, that came out of your mouth when you was mad. You meant it in the moment. So, and that's just not the thing that you go and pick up when you mad and say. Like monkey or nigga if you're not black. That's weird to be the thing that you're going to pick up to say when you're mad. So Jayla and I'm trying to explain it to her, Scotty. She says, I understand all that, but I don't give a fuck. Yells, but I don't. Aubrey is in the back. Her mouth drops in complete disbelief. And everybody hops on Gretch's ass. Jayla, Slim, Dia, etc. I'm here for it. Natalie, you need to shut up. She in the back talking about, oh, we not going for all of that. You can't say nigga. You have a very weird past with your black side. So just shut the fuck up. And then she was talking about after Jayla got bit because Gretch bit Jayla when they was fighting. She gonna say, oh, and we not doing no biting. Oh, now you want to remember what happened to you on Bad Girls Club 13 when Red bit you and it was a whole big deal. So now because Jayla got bit, it's a whole big deal. But last season, Rolly bit Biggie. And you tried to sweep it under the rug because you don't give a fuck about Biggie. See, I see the bullshit. And Jayla was not playing with Gretchen ass. She mocked Gretchen. And Gretchen, you... See, this is what I said in my last video about if you going to say that and you going to be that bold person to be like, well, I'm Spanish or I'm white and I'm going to say it anyway, then you got to be ready for the repercussions. And it's like, she not pussy, but she can't fight. So you going to keep saying it and you going to keep getting beat up every day. You just need to stop saying nigga. Why do you want to say it so bad? Because she said her kids are black. So, and that's another thing. These Spanish and white girls be comfortable saying it because they be fucking black niggas and they be letting them say it. And then they have kids with them and they think they black now. You're still not black. And the only person who's letting you say that is that nigga you fucking. And then Dia had stepped up and was like, you cannot say that. And she was going off. And Gretchen going to say, oh, why you acting like that? Me and you was just cool. Yeah, y'all was cool before you said nigga. Like, why do you think... Like, I don't understand. And Scotty keeps saying it to her too. Like, girl, you don't get it. So Dia pops Gretch. And if anybody knows in the comments, where is Gretch from? I'm going to look it up after this, but I want to know where she's from. Because unless, like, maybe she's from New York. But either way, it's like, girl, I'm very surprised you went through your whole life and you never met nobody in New York who told you they wasn't playing that shit. Because like I said, you might have your black friends who give you a pass in New York. But if you just go your whole life saying that everywhere, eventually you're going to meet a stranger in New York who's not with that or don't feel like giving you the pass that day. When Jayla show Aubrey the bite, she going to say, did that white girl do that? Aubrey, you're white too. And like I said, I'm liking Scotty. She's giving me EP vibes. If they do want Natalie to step down, I already said realistically it's gonna be Scotty, Rolly, or Tasiki. Those are the only three people who've been there consistently. And Tasiki hasn't been there as long as Scotty and Rolly, but she made a splash, and people know that she could run the show because nobody's gonna try to really check her. But Scotty is actually doing good, so maybe it could be her. She's doing more than Natalie in this scene to try to diffuse the situation and calm everything down. Natalie is just sitting there puffing that vape, looking stupid as fuck as always. And I get it, Scotty. We don't like jumping. Like, I've been jumped. I'm never here for jumping. But in this case, I honestly don't feel bad about everybody hopping on her because it's like you offended everybody at once. The only thing I could say is maybe they could have all told her, line up and you got to fight everybody one on one who feel offended by you saying nigga. But it's like, either way, she was going to get tag teamed or something. And one of my friends was live, and I said, if you really want to look at the whole historical meaning of it and why they're so offended by her saying it, we know where that comes from. So are we forgetting that white people in crowds and groups used to jump black people, hang black people, and say nigga? So I don't give a fuck that she said nigga and now a group of black girls are jumping on her ass. I don't give a fuck. History repeats itself in odd ways. So after Jayla got bit, she kept yelling it to the producer. And while the female producer that she showed did look shocked, I'm like, Jayla, this is not BGC. It's not a thing where like something extreme happens and you get kicked off. Nobody's ever gotten kicked off of Baddies for doing something extreme in a fight. They might have got kicked out of the house by the girls for some other shit just because they didn't like them or they felt like picking on that person, but they don't kick people out for physical violence. So Gretch is not going home for that. This is not BGC. Aubrey is funny. She said Gretch looks like she does meth. You need to get that girl out of here, Natalie. Aubrey is good this season with the commentary and like the little side comments. I'm living for it. And then you already know Natalie and Lemmy keep them drunk. So I'm not surprised. Like if I was in that situation, I would have whooped Gretchen ass. What the fuck? Like it would have been bad, especially if I was drunk. So it's like I excuse all this behavior. The bitch talking about her grandfather and her kids are black. But you telling me that your parents are not black in that case. You look like you belong on Mob Wives or something. Like you look like a fucking Italian bitch from Staten Island. You're not black. So Gretch is over there now trying to explain herself to everybody. And they like, we don't want to hear it. Now you're talking about you calm. You want to censor yourself and say the N-word. Like, we see how you really feel. Natalie over here laughing at the bitch talking about, oh, God, Jayla got you good. Because she had like a knot or a mark on the side of her face. And Scotty basically took Gretchen like off to the side while everybody was yelling at her. And was like, girl, I tried to help you. Now you got to stand on it. Now you're trying to apologize. Nobody want to hear your apology. So now you got to either just say, okay, fine, I'll fight y'all about it because that's what they want. Now they want blood. Or you could just say, well, I apologize. Like, are y'all going to let it go and accept the apology? But to keep trying to apologize and they clearly not hearing you, it's a waste of time. I'll be back for part 3 in like an hour. And like I said, the live might be tomorrow and not tonight because it's late and I still got to do part 3.